Hey everybody, we're going to do a really short video here to show you how to best use the puppy love food and then how you combine it with the frozen raw. So this is what your bag of puppy love looks like, and you're going to want to always put it into a container that is airtight and that you can keep somewhere that is going to be dark, because you don't want the light to get to it. So when you open the bag, you can see everything in there. It's all loose. You can see every ingredient. And you want to make sure you dispose of the little moisture pack. And then what you do is you just dump it out into your container. Just like that. And of course, all the light stuff goes to the bottom. So it's really important that each time you're using it, you mix it up really well. I just do that with my hands. You could do it with a spoon. And every time I use it, I start off by doing this, bringing whatever's on the bottom up to the top. I level it out, and then I put the lid on and I shake it all up after the first time I've used it. But this time, the first time, I know I'm getting everything that I want through there. Now, all of you who've got a food box, you will all get complimentary one of the very coveted Puppy Love scoops. It has the measurements in it. You won't be able to see it here, but it tells you how much you're scooping out. So all you do is put your scoop in, you get what you need, and you can see you get a really good variety there. Everything's in there. This happens to be chicken, so there's going to be chicken, beef liver, this is the spinach, there's carrots, sardines, etc. You just dump it in the bowl. Now, when you have infant puppies, when you first take them home, you want to take these dried sardines and just break them up into little pieces. The whole sardine is a little bit too much for really young puppies. So just take a minute and go through it, just break it up really fast like that. If you miss one, don't worry, they probably just won't eat it. And then you will know how much you put in. So if you put in, say, a quarter cup, then you want to put in about half as much water as what you put in from the freeze-dried. Now for the puppies, well, they're young and their teeth are still developing. You put the water in, you're just going to moisten everything well with the water, and then you're going to leave it overnight. If you let it soak overnight or during the day, one or the other, then you know that it's going to be nice and soft and easy for them to eat. And if when you're soaking it, you just put it in the fridge. Just leave it in there. Don't leave it out on your counter. Now we're just going to do this really quickly because you can see the water's not all absorbed. When your puppy is older, you can cut down on the amount of liquid if they don't like the liquid, or you can just leave it like this without being totally reabsorbed. Now, for variety, on the days when you're using your Pets for Life Frozen, which also is coming in your puppy starter box, or your puppy food box rather, then these all come in little medallions, and each medallion weighs 1 ounce. So it's really easy to know how much you're feeding. So if you're doing a combo day, you just pop that in there. You just give it a little bit of a squish, and then you just mush it all together. Use the back of the spoon. That's what I find works the best. Especially using the back of the spoon when you get these little fines here. Uh-oh. You okay? There we go. When you get these little fines, the little tiny bits here, the pulverized bits, you want to make sure you have those sort of mashed into the raw food so that you're sure that your puppy actually eats them rather than them sticking onto the dish. And that's it. That's as easy as it is. When you're finished, you just shake it all down, stick your scoop on, put the lid on. I keep mine in a bin, in a cupboard here, but you can put it in any cupboard, your pantry, just so that it remains in the dark. If you're mixing it up with the raw like this, you can put this in the fridge overnight or during the day, and you can see already pretty much all of the liquids absorbed. But when they're very young, you just leave it a little bit longer so that everything's nice and soft and easy for them to eat.